Amsterdam 2024. Pogrom against the Jews. We warned everyone for years. The fake cause called Palestine, based on the Soviet KGB-invented identity called Palestinians, is the biggest Jew-hating blood libel in history, sweeping the world to cheapen Jewish blood, all based on a narrative of lies. We are witnessing a disturbing rise in anti-Jewish hatred worldwide, a hatred that hides behind the mask of anti-Israel rhetoric. And anti-Israel protests, we hear it loud and clear. People scream, "Jews, go back to Europe!" or "Jews, go back to Poland!" This isn't criticism of Israel or the Jewish people. This is raw, old-fashioned Jew hatred, whereas in the 1930s and 40s, they screamed, "Jews, go back to Palestine!" Well, think about it. They yell at us to go back to Europe, back to Poland, and then attack us in Paris, in London, in the Netherlands, in Los Angeles, in New York, all over the Western world. It has nothing to do with Israel itself. It's about their hatred of Jews. And their hatred doesn't stop at Israel's borders or in our ancestral homeland, the Judean hills. It's directed at every Jewish person around the world, regardless of their pro-Israel, anti-Israel, religious, not as religious. They don't care. Just being Jewish makes one of us a target. So look what's happening. We've seen a horrifying pogrom in Amsterdam, a kosher restaurant vandalized in Washington, D.C., and in New York, an attempted kidnapping of a young Jewish boy right out of the hands of his father. This is happening on the streets of Western cities, places where Jews thought we were safe, places we were told would defend freedom and protect minorities. Even worse, in Amsterdam, the authorities did nothing while the pogrom raged for hours. Israeli authorities saw warnings on the internet regarding local Muslims in the Netherlands planning the pogrom after the soccer game, and they passed on that information to the authorities in the Netherlands. But the authorities in the Netherlands did nothing. The Jews were literally chased on the streets for hours. Some people thrown into the freezing river and others thrown down onto railroad tracks, kicked, stabbed, everything. For hours, and the police were nowhere to be found. And then, after the pogrom ended, still today, a few days later, not a single arrest has been made by the authorities. Not a single one. And all those videos are out there. The Netherlands is supposed to be a bastion of democracy and justice. But the Western world is failing us all. None of us can rely on the authorities, Jews or non-Jews alone, from this growing Islamic hatred of the freedom-loving West. This is why Israel exists, friends. All of this hatred, all of this violence, it's blatant proof of why the Jewish people need sovereignty, need our homeland. Israel isn't just a country. It's the one place in the world where we Jews can defend ourselves, right? Where we aren't at the mercy of indifferent authorities, where we won't be told to go back to somewhere else, where we have guns officially to protect ourselves according to the law. Look, I'm not saying every country is unsafe for Jews or that it is always safe for Jews in Israel. We deal with terror here too. But people can't ignore the truth. In many Western countries today, with growing Muslim populations that hold deep-rooted Islamic-based anti-Jewish sentiments, authorities are choosing to look the other way, especially in the name of political correctness. And with rising Islamic jihad in the West, Jew hatred is becoming more and more tolerated. So what's the answer? It's time that we double down, us Jews, on our commitment to the Jewish state of Israel. Israel is not just another state. It's our homeland and our future. And Israel is here to protect, and the Jewish people in Israel are here to protect and defend the Jewish people all over the world. Because as history shows us again and again, we can't rely on anyone else to protect us. Furthermore, Jews around the world will never be able to properly stand up against the growing anti-Jewish violence until Jews repudiate the whole false narrative of lies in the name of Palestine. We Jews overcame 2,000 plus years of continuous exile and persecution, and today we are blessed to be sovereign once again in our ancestral homeland with our own army to defend ourselves, and me proudly serving in this army, a privilege I will never give up until I'm not able to serve anymore. And today our holy IDF soldiers are proving, do not dare take on the Jewish people, no matter what you do to hurt us. And they hurt us on October 7th, 2023. You are taking on God above by attacking the Jews, and you will lose. And we're showing that with what we're doing in Gaza and southern Lebanon. And finally, all Jews must internalize this. Kristallnacht in Germany, 1938, by the Nazis. Amsterdam Pogrom in 2024, done by the Islamonazis. No more hints are needed, everybody. Jews, time to come home. We have so much open land ready for you to settle and join us here in our ancestral homeland. Am Yisrael Chai. And if you're not yet a subscriber to our belief-based, inspiring, politically incorrect truth at the Pulse of Israel daily videos, what are you waiting for? Go to pulseofisrael.com and click to subscribe. And we are a donor-based organization. We need your donations to do the work we do. Every day, we are censored and shadow banned across all social media. It's thanks to you and your donations that our videos get made and get seen by people. And we want to get seen by more people, and we need more donations to make an even bigger impact. So what are you waiting for? Go to pulseofisrael.com and click on the donate button every once in a while. Shalom, everyone, and thanks for watching.
Pulse of Israel, frontline videos from the Holy Land. Support our work by donating today.